Bonjour, Madame Blue here, and I'm back with another video. And today we are going to talk about realistic expectations. Now, I have literally made this video like 20 times, and every time I make it, I'm like, this is stupid. But I think it's important to have realistic expectations when it comes to your hair so that we are not out here being disappointed. Because I know, like, for me, when I see all these pictures and videos on Instagram and YouTube, I'm like, oh, that's cute. And then I do it, I'm like, I look ashy. Like, no. So I'm going to look down at my notes and I'm going to just go through everything that I have written here so that I can stay on topic and just make this video for what it's intended for. So some things I think that's important to understand to prevent disappointment is that everyone's not going to have long hair. Everyone's not going to have thick hair. Everyone's not going to have that perfect wavy curly hair. Everyone's not going to have smooth curly hair. Like, that's just not everyone's reality. So knowing what your hair will and will not do will save a lot of frustration. Like, a lot of times we want to go against our hair, or we want to make our hair do things that it does not naturally do, and then we're upset when we don't have the results that we want. So again, like, there is no perfect hair. Everyone wants something different. People want straight hair, want to have more body. People with curly hair want it straight. People with long hair want it shorter. People with black hair want it highlighted. People with blonde hair want to go darker. We're just never happy. So just first of all, know that everyone's not going to have long, thick, wavy hair. That's just not everyone's reality. Some people have naturally thin hair. And when I say thin, I don't mean fine, because a lot of times we say fine hair so that we don't say thin hair. But thin hair is the density. And some people have thin density hair, and that's just their reality. So if you do have thin hair, there's certain things that you want to do to give your hair the illusion of thickness, and there's certain things you want to prevent just because your hair can't handle it. So certain hair colors and certain haircuts will make thin hair look thicker. And then, like, certain hairstyles, like sew-ins. If you have thin hair and you want to wear sew-ins, you can, but it's going to be best if you add minimal hair. You don't want to have thin density hair and then go add 4, 5, 6 bundles. If you have thin hair and you want fullness, then 1 bundle will do that. If you want fullness and length, then 2 bundles. You don't want to, and it really depends on the length of the bundles, because as you know, the longer the hair, the shorter the track. Also, if you have thin, fine hair, for example, your hair is not as strong as someone who has thick, coarse hair. So less tension is going to be better, because your hair may not be able to hold the weight of braids, weaves, ponytails. And if you do these hairstyles, you may not be able to leave them in as long as someone who has thick hair or who has coarser hair. They may be able to leave their weaves in for 3 months with no problem. You probably only do 3 weeks. So you want to be realistic when it comes to certain hairstyles and what hairstyles are going to work best for your hair texture and type. You also need to understand that your environment plays a key role in your hairstyles and how long they will last. For example, if you're wanting to get let's just say a sleek ponytail, it's hot in Arizona. It's 100+ degrees, okay? So someone who has kinky, curly hair, that sleek ponytail not going to be sleek for 2 weeks. Like, that's just not going to happen. Like, your sleek ponytail will not last as long as someone who has straight hair or wavy hair. And you need to know that. So sometimes it's best to get a sleek ponytail with a little texture in it and get the weave hair to match that. It's always best to match your texture instead of trying to match Africa with China. Lisa Nash said that on Reno 911. She's like, you can't have Africa in the front and China in the back, something like that. And that's the same for sew-ins too. Like, if you're trying to get hair like this and blend it in with your kinky hair, that's just not going to work. First of all, there's going to be a line of demarcation from the 2 different textures, and then it's just going to be too much of a hassle to always blend that texture in with another texture. It's best to get a texture and curl pattern that best mimics your natural texture and curl pattern. And with virgin hair, you should be able to straighten it if you want to and then revert back to being curly. So you want to get things that's going to work for you and not against you. Hair is not hard. We just need to understand what works for us, our lifestyle, and our environment. If you're someone who's working out every day, sweating, sleek ponytails and silk presses, those may not be the go-to hairstyles for you, because moisture is going to revert that style back to your natural hair pattern. So even things like frontals, like I know they have different type of lace glues out there, and some are for if you have a more active lifestyle. But if you have a very active lifestyle and we're already in hot Arizona or a place where it's really humid, you can't expect your frontal to lay down for 2 weeks without having to be reapplied. That's just not realistic. And can we just talk about frontals for a minute? First of all, frontals and lace were meant for people who had hair loss issues, meaning they had no hair, or like for movie and theater. It was not meant for everyday wear. So if you're going to get frontals or full lace wigs, you need to understand that you cannot keep them on for months at a time. That's just one, trifling, and two, that's not what they were intended for. So it's not safe to go that route. You also want to pay attention to the ingredients in your products. Products that are water-based, they're going to do what? They're going to revert your straight hair back to curly. A lot of people are looking for like edge controls that work. Pause. Edge controls control edges. See, a lot of times we be out here trying to lay down 10 inches of hair and call it baby hair and give it a couple swoops and swiggles, and like my edge control not lasting. Edge control controls edges. So like on my hair, for example, I deleted the footage that when I had my edges really nice and it was behaving, but my baby hair is very short and fine and practically straight, except for like right here on my sideburns. So edge control lays out everything except right here. If I put it right here, it's going to go curly as soon as I put the product on there. And even if it doesn't go curly and it lays it flat, it might have a little wave in it. So it just depends. You want to make sure you get the right products. Like if it's oil-based or moisture retaining products, it's going to keep moisture in your hair. So it's going to go against what you're wanting it to do if you're trying to make straight styles or something like that last. So your edge control will work on your edges. Stop trying to have grown-up hairs and think it's about to work. You also need to understand that silky, sleek, shiny hair, that's just not everybody. Like this weave, everybody hair ain't gonna look, oh, y'all see that? This hair is a year old. Everyone's hair is not gonna look like that. Even if you get a silk press. How silk press look depends on your natural texture and curl pattern. Someone with fine, straight hair is going to look a lot silkier than someone with coarse, kinky hair. Not saying that their hair can't get silky, but it's two different hair textures. It's two different hair curl patterns. Like, it's not going to have the same look. So a lot of times when we look at inspiration pics and videos, we want exactly how that is. But first of all, you don't know the condition of that person's hair. You don't know anything about the quality of that person's hair. So you can't think you're going to get those same results. I get tricked too, y'all. I swear I try so many natural hairstyles and I just end up looking dusty. Even a ponytail, when I do like a Marley twist type ponytail, like for my buns, so that it blends better. But even my ponytail, after 5 minutes, I look dusty. And I'm just like, everybody else ponytail juiced up and I'm over here dry. Like, it's annoying. So it's important not to seek the exact same results as what you see online. No two persons are the same. Like, not a single client I have had the exact same hair. Even if their curls are the same tightness or looseness, same thickness, like, there's so many other factors to consider. Like, no one has the same hair. Me and my sister are siblings, we don't even have the same hair. My mother and her sister, two different ends of, I'm just like, where did she get this hair from? My auntie has very coarse hair, and my mom's like medium coarse, but my auntie has very thick hair. My mom's hair is not that thick. So if you and your siblings don't even have the same hair, what makes you think that you and a stranger is gonna have the same hair and you're gonna get the same results? Don't work like that. One thing that's really important to remember, which I had to just come to grips with, is that relaxed hair, because a lot of us started out relaxed. Very few of us have been natural our whole life. So relaxed hair behaves differently than natural hair. And I had to learn this the hard way because I was relaxed for like 15 years of my life. And when I started transitioning going natural, I'm like, why is my hair not staying straight? Why does my ponytails not last? Why do my braids look dusty? Why am I always ashy? Like, it's so annoying. I'm just like, you just gonna do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, our hair is gonna do what it naturally wants to do. It is what it is. It is what it is. And speaking of braids, every protective style, for one, is not a protective style. Um, Protective style should not cause more damage. So like for me, like I said, braids don't last long on me, and because I usually braid my own hair, pause, it doesn't matter if someone else braids my hair, the length of time that braids last is the same. But I usually braid my own hair, and I cannot tuck my own hair, so the ends are always popping out, and to me they're just rubbing together and breaking off. So for me, braids are just not protective styles. Like, I cannot leave them in long. um and the last thing I want to talk about, because people are always asking the same questions: how do you get your hair to grow, and how do I get my hair to look shiny? Shine is just how light reflects off of a surface. For one, shiny hair starts, if you have healthy hair, it's going to give off a natural shine, meaning the light is going to reflect off of it because the hair strand is nice, healthy, and smooth. So the way the light reflects off of it is going to be better than someone who has broken up, split up, raised cuticle hair. Let's say you got a tub full of plastic balls, and if you put light on it, it's probably going to reflect off the surface of one of the balls, whatever. If you have a tub full of cotton balls, light's not going to reflect off of that. The light will probably disappear. So that's kind of how it is with hair. The condition of your hair is going to determine how the light hits it. So there's nothing that's going to give you shiny hair. Oils don't give you shiny hair. Serums don't give you shiny hair. Those are just things that coat the hair, and that smooth coating allows the light to reflect. So that's another thing. The condition of your hair is going to determine how the light hits it, how it reflects off of it. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Just make sure you are realistic when it comes to the hairstyles that you want, how long these hairstyles are going to last, what's going to be best for you and your lifestyle and the environment. Stop leaving your hairstyles in forever because that's nasty. And sometimes we have to just let our hair win. Our hair is going to tell us what it needs, what it wants to do. It's going to do what it wants to do. So sometimes we have to let it win, and just go with the flow and do what's going to be best. This is if you want nice, healthy hair. Everybody don't want that. They say they do, but they ain't trying to put in the work. So that is it. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment below if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Slide in my DMs. I am Madame Blue everywhere. Madame Blue the Stylist on Instagram. Also, We Madame Hair Extensions on Instagram is We Madame Hair, and Style for Madame Blue on Facebook. I'm Madame Blue everywhere. So thank you for watching, and TTYL.